Our top story this evening, new information about the man accused of killing 2 workers at a Longboat Key resort.
Police arresting Daryl Hanna Jr. Wednesday, charging him with armed robbery and 2 counts of second-degree murder. Police say Hanna shot and killed a security guard and manager at the Zota Beach Resort last Friday. Yesterday, a Manatee County judge denied bond for Hanna. He's a former security guard himself. We looked into the security company responsible for hiring Daryl Hanna Jr. ABC 7's Adam Cellini joins us now with more on their hiring practices. Adam?
Yeah, Scott and Haley, a local expert tells us private security is an underpaid industry in Florida, and companies will often cut costs on training and background checks. Now, Daryl Hanna Jr. was employed by Victory Security for a 3-month span leading up to these homicides. Police say Daryl Hanna Jr. worked as a security guard at the resort he allegedly robbed, killing 2 co-workers.
There's got to be liability somewhere. Somebody hired this nutball.
Retired cop Kevin Murphy used to provide security and firearms training and still works part-time as a security officer.
I hate to hear that somebody in the security business or a member of the NRA has gone out and shot somebody intentionally.
He says low salaries have lowered industry standards, and it doesn't take much to get a Class D license for unarmed security work.
I've had people that were totally illiterate sitting next to me in class, literally illiterate. But they end up with a state license.
State and federal background checks for that license is rarely updated, he says, and companies should require more than the state's 40 hours of training.
Companies don't want to do that. Why? It always boils down to the almighty dollar.
Victory Security, who hired Hanna Jr. at the resort, say their screening procedures do go beyond the states to include fingerprints and an additional 16 to 40 hours of training. When asked if that would change, company president Jason Jerebick wrote in an email, "When tragic incidents like this occur, our entire team and staff are reflecting on what changes may be appropriate." At Hanna Jr.'s bond hearing, the partner of the other guard killed in the robbery says he won't blame the company.
That's not Victory's fault. They cannot determine what's in the hearts and minds of their employees. I can only blame Daryl. He's the one who pulled the trigger.
Now, back in May, Hanna Jr. pled no contest to stealing items while working with a different security company. Victory Security tells us that they had no knowledge of this charge, and the state should have revoked his license if he was convicted. But Kevin Murphy tells us that sometimes crimes are overlooked when they are not felonies that are violent in nature. Scott and Haley, back to you.